Madam Speaker, I rise to inform the House on the visit of His Excellency Mr. Asif Ali Zardari, President of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, on 8 April 2012. His Excellency Mr. Asif Ali Zardari, President of the Republic of Pakistan, came to India on a private visit. The primary purpose of his visit was to pray at the shrine of Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti at Ajmer. However, President Zardari was kind enough to accept Prime Minister's invitation to lunch in New Delhi on his way to Ajmer. President Zardari and Prime Minister met before lunch for about 40 minutes and had friendly and constructive discussions covering India-Pakistan relations and regional and global issues of common interest. In their discussions, the two leaders noted that there had been steady progress in the bilateral dialogue process, which was resumed last year. The dialogue process will continue as planned in the months to come. Prime Minister expressed appreciation of the fact that Pakistan has moved forward on trade-related issues. Both leaders felt that we should tap into the considerable potential of bilateral economic and trade ties for progress and prosperity of our two peoples. The issue has been discussed by the commerce ministers of the two countries, and there is a way forward which has already been identified. Prime Minister and President Zardari discussed the subject of terrorism. Prime Minister told President Zardari that there is need for taking firm action to curb terrorism to enable us to make forward movement in the bilateral relationship. He conveyed that it was imperative to bring the perpetrators of the Mumbai attack to justice and to prevent activities aimed against India from Pakistani soil. In this context, he also mentioned the activities of Hafiz Saeed carried out in public. It would be evident that our concern on terrorism had to be addressed if the people of India are to support and sustain progress in bilateral relations. President Zardari referred to judicial processes against Saeed and said that the matter needed to be discussed further between the two governments. It was noted that the Home Secretaries are due to meet shortly and they would be discussing this issue further. President Zardari mentioned the need for all issues in the bilateral relationship, including Shri, Siachen, and the issue of Kashmir, to be addressed. Both leaders felt that we need to move forward step by step and find pragmatic and mutually acceptable solutions to all these issues. Madam Speaker, the two leaders also discussed developments in the region. They agreed to use the potential of regional cooperation for the economic development of people of both countries. It was clear from the conversation that both countries consider the dialogue process and the improvement of bilateral relations as being in the mutual interest of the people of India and Pakistan. The two leaders also felt that priority needed to be given to issues of people-to-people contacts. In this context, they decided that a liberalized visa agreement, which has been worked out, should be signed during the next meeting of the Home or Interior Secretaries. President Zardari invited Prime Minister to visit Pakistan. PM accepted the invitation with pleasure and said that he would be happy to visit at an appropriate time. The diplomatic channels will be used to work out mutually acceptable dates and substantive preparations for that visit. Thank you.